Hello everyone, I'm Nia and welcome back to my channel. In this pick a card, we're going to talk about fairies and the message that the fairies have for you. In the spiritual community, I think some of the phenomena that happens on Mother Earth sometimes have been disregarded, such as the energies of the fairies. Who are the fairies? The fairies are energies and protector of Earth. We find them in fairy tales as well, and as every legend, there is always a base of truth. And since Gaia and Mother Earth in so much need to be listened right now, let's see what is the message for your life, which could involve anything. Could involve relationship, love, career, your life in general, Gaia, that the fairies want to tell you right now. I only used fairy decks, and I'm obviously going to use my channel abilities in order to deliver a message for you. Keeping in mind that this is a general reading, and for private reading, the link is down below. That will lead you directly to my Etsy shop. Now, without further ado, let's get started with the reading. I want you guys to focus and concentrate and choose between deck number 1, deck number 2, deck number 3, and deck number 4. Pause the video if you need, use a pendulum, anything that you need to pick a pile, and let's start and see what is the message from the fairies, from the fairy world for you. All right, let's see group number 1. What is the message from the fairies, the protector of the earth? All right, we have the Five of Swords from the fairies immediately for you, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Now, the Five of Swords to me indicates a lot of things. It's almost like you are feeling on a more environmentalist level, because I'm sure people that clicked on this video and they're connected to the fairies are connected also, as I said before, to Mother Earth and to environmentalist issues and problems. I feel that you really feel depressed for what is happening to Mother Earth right now, and I feel you almost sense his desperation from afar, and you're sending your light to help the planet in a way. But with this Five of Swords, for me, it also indicates that it's almost like you have the potential to do so much more, not only for Gaia, but in general for your life, but you're almost watching things from afar. You're sending love from afar, but you're not actually pursuing maybe your life purpose 100%, or you feel a sense of isolation between you and the world. And that is because you're so sensitive that you almost feel defeated by this energy. You feel like, but even if I do anything, I will be defeated. I will be a failure. Could be possibly like fear of failure in general for your life. But also for you, group number 1, you feel hopeless. Like whatever you do, it's never going to be enough because you're just one individual. Therefore, how dare can you even dream to change the world? That people are not really listening. This might be thoughts that linger in your head, and I'm not going to completely dismiss them, because obviously it is difficult to change the world. But at the same time, it doesn't actually matter to see the change in your lifetime, because sometimes change can be propelled with only a drop of water that gets into the ocean and then creates the ocean. You might not see the ripple effect in a lifetime of the change that you're making in an individual life and an individual choice, but even that individual choice makes a difference. Now, for you, with this Five of Swords, talking about what the fairies are trying to convey more on a personal level, I feel you shouldn't be afraid to make actions towards your dreams, towards your desires, towards you wanting to better in your life and bettering the world. Perhaps, like I said before, the change will be minimal. Your contribution will be minimal. Maybe not. Maybe it's just that you are undervaluing yourself because you see other people succeeding, or you see the ways of the world and you're not fully capable of being confident enough and saying, but I can do even better than them. Now, I'm not necessarily asking you, and the fairies are not necessarily asking you to make a huge difference today or to feel immediately confident today. I feel that confidence is something that you build up in the years, or you build up in time. But one thing is sure, you don't have to feel defeated necessarily. You are a perfect child of God, a child of Mother Nature, Mother, Father, God, the Prime Creator, whatever label you want to stick back to the creator, and you are perfect just the way you are. And by virtue of that, you can actualize your dreams and desires in your own unique way. You don't always have to feel defeated. In terms of personal relationship with the Five of Swords, it could very much be that you have dealt with people that are very ego driven. Could have been romantic, could have been not for some of you, and therefore that is also what has caused this feeling of being defeated, because you are a person that comes more from a heart center. You're very, very sensitive, therefore you're like, I cannot even, you look up sometimes to these people and you're like, I cannot cope with that. I'm not like them. Good, you shouldn't be like them, because it doesn't matter how many money or success. And I feel, I even said in another of my videos, success needs to be redefined, because it's not about how much successful career you get, how much money you get. It's more about, are you being a good person at the end of the day? Are you fulfilling your soul desires at the end of the day? What have you learned? How are you feeling joyful? That is the new definition for me of success, and should be for a lot of people, I guess. So even if you look up to these people that are ego driven, know that what it's happening for you, not only it's happening perfectly for you, but you might be even more enlightened than them. And therefore, because your sensitivity is not a curse, but is a gift. So yeah, you feel defeated, you feel separated, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise. That is the first message that I hear very strongly for you. So it is time, rather than sending light from afar, still sending light, but also actualize some of what you cherish the most, what matters to you in actualization in your life. I don't know if I'm making any sense. All right, then we also have the Five of Cups. So again, it's almost like the fairies are giving you this strong message of change, and change needs to be made, because 5, it's the number of freedom. 5 is the number also potentially of chaos, but 5 is also the number of change. Now, like I said before, on a more environmentalist level, you feel very low about what is happening right now into the world. You might have panic attack, anxiety. Obviously, if this is not resonating, it means that the message is not for you. Please take everything that I say with a pinch of salt, and remember that YouTube is also an entertainment platform. For private reading, the link is down below. But you could have suffered from panic attacks, anxiety, because of what is happening right now in the world, or whenever you're watching this video. And so this feeling of defeated plus the fear is making you break. It's making you feel like your heart is broken for planet Earth, the fairies are saying, but potentially it could be also your heart is broken for many other reasons, such as friendships or romantic relationship. Now, with the Five of Cups, though, I also feel that you have to see the blessing in disguise in this chaos, because remember that there is always a bigger plan, and also in the world, what is happening right now, there is a divine bigger plan. And when you are not feeding into this fear and into this anxiety, which I perfectly know it's easy to say and difficult to do, but it doesn't have to be difficult. It's more about your moment of realization that you cannot get sick in the present moment when you're not sick yet, because you're making yourself sick by feeding that fear. You are going to deal with whatever will come in the moment that it will come, which I know kind of like every time that I say this makes people even more worried, because they're like, so something is going to come. Potentially not. Like, remember, the future, even predictions, are so fragile and so subtle. It doesn't have to be that way. And you can only deal with what it is. You cannot deal with what it will. Trust a clairvoyant and a person that has pretty weird dreams every night, that you can only deal with what it is right now. And this will lower down your level of anxiety. How do you feel right now? Where do you are right now? Because you are only constantly in a frame after frame that is the present moment. So this is how we feel. Now let's see what else can I gather for you. We also have the Dreamer card, which is amazing, because it's like The fairies with this zero card are not only inviting you to actualize your dream and desires, the dreamer card, but they're telling you to change for a new beginning. Whatever it was is gone. You can redefine yourself each and every individual moment, because each and every individual moment you are making a new choice. So you can always change your choice. This reality, call it reality as you want, but it's a game of perception and perspectives. Therefore, if it's a game of perception and perspective, you can change the filter in your glasses. It's like playing a video game. Think about a video game. I don't know if you guys are into video games or anything like that, but think about a video game like The Witcher, for instance. That is a type of video game where you, as the character, the Witcher, but also as the person playing the game and holding the joystick, you can make different choices that will lead to different outcome, and each and every individual choice is a cause that will create an effect that you can possibly change at any freaking time, because you know that the game at the end of the day is an illusion, but once you are inside the game playing it, you really cherish it and you really care. So what I'm trying to say is respect the illusion, but also know that you can have a new beginning each and every individual moment of your life. You don't need a psychic to tell you, oh, right now, because the stars or the cards are saying that you can have a new beginning, you are going to have a new beginning. It's only working because somebody's telling you and therefore validating something that you really wanted anyway. But you can do this for yourself. So I hope I'm making any freaking sense right now. You can have this new beginning if you feel that you have been stuck in a situation of separation between you and the world, and most between you and what you want to achieve. That's very, very important. So what the fairies are actually trying to say, and the energy of the fairies is very deep, by the way, and I don't understand why people disregard it so much. Anyway, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, and trust yourself. So again, they're talking about confidence. They're talking about you ending this entire cycle of you watching your dreams from afar, or watching the things, the people that you want to achieve, that you idolize from afar, and knowing that you can have the zero moment, which in the traditional tarot deck is the Fool card, is the beginning of the journey. You can have the beginning of your journey whenever time you want, and your past doesn't define your future. And also within the chaos, there is always great opportunities. Even people that unfortunately are the marketers and marketing industry in this planet, they know this and they take advantage of this, that in great chaos there is always great opportunity. Now I wish that would be taken from the society for better intentions, but is indeed a truth that people use and you can use too. So let's see what else. We also have the Four of Winter from the fairies, which is a card of relaxation, is a card of reflection, out of meditation. One thing is for sure, group number one, you cannot find the answers to your true purpose or through solutions, creative solution that you need in your life right now, through the mind and through the mist of a confusing mind. You need to enter your point of stillness. For example, watch my video entitled How to Receive Guidance. I even wrote a book, a channel experience called Ray, A Message for You, when Ray, an angel, teaches you how to enter your point of stillness. You don't have to come to me if you don't want to. You can go to yoga class. You can do yoga in your living room. You can practice meditation as long as you do it in an appropriate way. But you must enter that place of stillness when you let go of your thoughts and you just listen to the silence. Silence speaks more than 1,000 words. And through that silence that scares the majority of people, possibly including you, you will have a glimpse of intuition that will let you know that not only you're safe and you're fine, but that will let you know the beginning of that new path, that action, that decision that you need to make to change. Possibly change the world for the betterment in your own little life, and therefore change for the better also your life. It's all connected in that sense. It's never ever separated. Each and every of our individual choice is connected in a way that it's almost impossible to figure it out on a subjective perspective. It's almost a Mandela effect. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solution that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. You can make an action later means that you cannot make an action right now because you're in the midst of confusion, but you can connect, dream again, and therefore feel less separated between you and your dreams. So that is the prominent message that I'm hearing for you, because remember, if you can dream it, you can do it. Now, let's see what else. Believe in magic, directly from the fairies. This card is so beautiful. It's from the Fairies Oracle deck from Karen Kay. I love this deck. It's so beautiful, so powerful. You could be like, you could have very much like an indigo aura, or you could be very much into nature. I really see you like thriving into nature. The problem with you, group number 1, is that potentially you feel sometimes so low that you don't even have the energy to go out in nature. But it's important that you believe in magic. You believe in the magic of the fairies and believe in the magic of the universe. Open your eyes and see the magic that it's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. And this is very, very bond to the dreamer card. You are magical too. Stop idolizing people that are not you, because comparison really kills your soul. You are magical just the way you are. And sure, you can admire people, you can get inspired by others, but at the end of the day, the more you will shut down any other thing from outside, the more you will recognize your magic. And through the mystery of life, you will also understand that sometimes miracles or great opportunities come without an explanation. They, like inspiration, that it just comes, and it's within this wisdom and this mystery that life goes on and life becomes magical. I hope I'm making some sense for you. Let's see the other card. We have the Hope card, a fairy looking at the rainbow. I feel honestly the message for you, group number 1, that the fairies are giving you is to have hope, is to believe the miracles exist, the magic exists. That's why I wanted to bring fairies energy as a message. Where is your inner child that believed in everything and that was talking to the air, believing that you were talking to an imaginary friend? Like, the kids are able to dream everything and make every dream into reality. And we look at them sometimes as adults with delusion eyes, like, oh, poor kid, you know, is only imagining things. But honestly, they're the one that are understanding the most. So don't lose that within you, because again, if you can dream it, you can do it. You could possibly be very, very creative soul. Hope is always there, even if we can see it. Optimistic expectation can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Absolutely. And even in the midst of chaos, you can believe in magic. You can believe in miracles. You can believe in hope, and ultimately in love, because you're never wrong if you follow love. This is the message from the fairies that I see for you guys. I hope it made some sense and resonated with you. Again, for private reading, the link is down below. I also have 20% discount on my Etsy shop available, I think, for a couple of days more. So take advantage of that if you want a private reading. Okay, let's move on. For those of you guys who choose pile number 2, I just wanted to remember, guys, that this is a general reading. For private reading, I have also 20% off on all my readings for a couple of days more. So take advantage of that if you need a private reading. Okay, let's see what is the message from the fairies, from the fairy world for you, group number 2. It could be about anything: love, relationship, Mother Earth, anything. So let's see what we have. All right. Aries, the Emperor card. So it almost seems like you have been crowded with a lot of responsibility for something that you are doing. Maybe you're taking charge of your life more. Maybe you are taking charge of an association. You are doing a work of entrepreneurship. Or maybe this is only an energy that is telling you you can be in charge of your life. But the prominent message that I'm sensing is that you almost feel stubborn and stuck about a particular situation, and now it is really the time where you will be challenged the most in order to take even more responsibility, because responsibility scares. It is scary. It's scary because you fully understand that you are the maker of your own reality. Maybe there are other people involved. Maybe you are dealing with a person that has a lot of responsibility, and therefore taking even more charge of your life will help you not to be misused by any individual. However this reading will resonate with you, the fairies are telling you, you are up on a throne now. This is the time to decide. This is really the time to take charge of your life and to understand that whatever you are creating, it's part of your movie. You are the director of your movie. And I always heard this sentence when I say this to people, that they're like, well, what a shitty movie I am living if I am the director of my movie. Well, you can change that. You can take responsibility for whatever you're doing, which doesn't mean that if people have treated you badly, that is your responsibility. When something bad, let's define it that way, happens to you because of other people, you take responsibility by saying, this is the role that I played. Maybe I allow these people to hurt me. Maybe I need to recognize that I need to have more healthy boundaries. I am fully in charge of my life, and therefore, even if I feel as a victim, I'm not going to let them make me a victim. I am going to respond. I am going to, with compassion, with love, but I'm still going to stand my ground, take responsibility for my life, and not let these people hurt me ever again. This is part of being an emperor. This is part of your spiritual warrior. So I feel that sometimes when the spiritual concepts are explained, oh, don't be a victim, people don't really understand them because they're not explained in a way where people can actually understand them. Sometimes people are victims, and this is just the truth. But do we want to indulge into being a victim and therefore cultivating victimhood? Or do we want to take responsibility knowing that we are playing the game of life and therefore protecting ourselves, the people that we love around us? I think that's a much better way to make people understand what it is not to fall into victimhood and take responsibility and empower themselves in a way that it's grounded and is actually helpful for you and the people around you. So that is something that I am definitely channeling for you with that Emperor card. Now, let's see also, we have the Hermit card. So it's almost like this entire thing about responsibility, it's making you question a lot of things about your life. It's making you question the past, and it's making you bring light to the part of you that were in the shadow or they were just hidden. I feel that the fairies are trying to make you understand that you have so many talents, hidden talents within you, and this confusion, which is a common theme that I am channeling for a lot of people, it's not something bad, but it's a blessing in disguise. It's an opportunity to open that closet, clean it, and bring it all to light. The dust, you feeling a victim and therefore feeling again empowered and taking responsibility. Taking responsibility of the fact, also I feel for you, group number 2, maybe some of the things that you wanted didn't manifest it, they didn't happen. Let's find out why. Maybe it's not all your fault. Like, I just cannot understand when people take their blame to their self and they feel guilty. I didn't manifest this, so I might be like somebody that cannot use the law of attraction or cannot manifest, and it's just not true. Sometimes things don't happen because it's the mystery of life. They don't happen. But let's find out why as long as we can. Let's dive deep into our shadow and see what can I do better? How can I behave better for my life? If I really want a relationship, what can I do to have a relationship? And what can I do for myself to feel more loved? Let's try to to be deeper when it comes down also to our life and spirituality in general. But I'm talking more on a coaching, like life coaching type of way. Let's try to be deeper with our life. Let's try not to take the blame or the guilt so easy. Let's try not to be so harsh on ourselves so easy. I hope I'm making some sense. This is really a period for you to feel empowered and to have new gifts arising from your inner self. Now, in fact, with the Hermit card, that Virgo card, I'm also seeing a Pisces card, the High Priestess. So the fairies, not only they are crowning you and giving you a message of empowerment when it comes down to your actions and it comes down to your life, but they're also saying you're also a queen, you're also a High Priestess of intuition. Follow that inner guidance that is telling you go within and find those hidden talent. Be proud of your psychic abilities. Don't fear them. Trust your intuition and carefully reflect before take any action. Again, with the Hermit card. Insights that come through meditation. This is quite similar to group number 1, but still a little bit different. Like I said, with group number 1, you cannot find solution in the midst of a chaotic mind. You need to enter that point of stillness. And sometimes that point of inner stillness is dusty and it is in need to be cleansed. Sorry, my English. So why don't you take this time, this opportunity for responsibility to clean the dust that you feel within, to clean your energy field, to stop leaking because of things that happened or projects that have failed. And therefore, once you detox and clean yourself in millions of ways that you could possibly do that, you can then later follow your intuition and really crown yourself with empowerment and bring a new beginning in your life, bring those manifestations that you really want. And maybe through this inner realization, this inner cleanse, you will also realize that some of your priority might change, some of the things that you want to manifest might change, and you will possibly also understand why the things from the past didn't manifest, because your soul didn't want them in the first place. And that is part of the mystery of life. So let's see what else can I gather for you. I also have the 7 of Autumn, which is another card of stillness. It's another card that is telling you to don't take action right now. Feel empowered because you are cleaning what it is needed in need of cleanse within. In your internal reality, because it is time not to worry. It's time to have patience. It's time to rest and premeditate carefully your next plan. Like I said before, your priority after this inner cleanse might change. A prudent investment or time of money. Maybe this is a time to understand where to invest money wisely in order to multiply them. The fairies, let's remember, they rule the earth. They are the protector of the earth, so they do understand very, very well material abundance. In fact, if you go out in nature in order to do this cleanse and this meditation, you can ask the energy of the fairies to help you out with financial issues. If you feel you're suffering from any financial worry or you want to invest your energy, abundance, because energy can be also linked to abundance, or your money wisely. So let's see what else can I see. Shine from within. You see, it's like I love the energy of the fairies. They are so grounded, and I'm a Taurus. In Vedic astrology, my moon is in Capricorn. I have a lot of sign on the earth, and I feel so connected to them because every time that I channel their energy, they are so consistent and so practical in giving advice, but also so deep. Looks are only skin deep. I told you, true beauty shines from within. It's time for you to shine. This is, again, they are crowning you with something. This is a time for self-acceptance and from revealing your true beauty. This is really a time, let's be very, very grounded, very mundane. For you, group number 2, this is also a time for a makeover. Now, it's gonna come as an internal makeover for the reason that we have said before, and I'm not gonna become repetitive, but this is also a time for an outer makeover because the two things always come together. Maybe this is time for making more responsible and conscious choices. Watch my video in my other channel, link is down below, Shupro Team in Virginia, Spiritual Beauty. When you become more aware of yourself internally, you're taking responsibility, you really connect in that point of stillness with your spirit, and then the spirit of creation. You understand that we're all one. But what does it mean exactly? Because everybody says, we are one. But then they don't experience it. They don't feel it. Being all one is feeling that the earth is you. Whatever you're eating becomes you. Whatever you're putting into your skin becomes you. And when you dress in a certain way, you wonder, but if this is becoming me because it's touching my skin, who has made this? With what effort, with what energy this particular shirt was made? By what people, what other soul, what other individual? You start like really going crazy trying to connect all the dots that connect your life and the things also you're wearing and you're cherishing to make yourself even more beautiful. And when you do that, you become more aware and you make more aware and conscious choices. This might be a phase of your life when you are like that. You're truly making an internal makeover that will also show up as an outer makeover. Great period for listening to your intuition. Great period for taking responsibility, taking charge of your life, and truly shine from within. Let's see also what we have. Fairy spotting. So that's very nice. Probably this entire fairy channel message have linked you some of your, and you could be an earth sign too, or possibly you're going to spot some fairies around in nature. Don't be afraid if you see some energy floating around. I talked about energy field in my e-course, co-creating your own reality. I explain also how to see auras, but I also do it on my channel and on my Instagram. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. This is so true because every time that we start to believe, we are open in a certain vibration to receive the information of the same vibration that we are attracting to us. Because ultimately, this matrix, this hologram, it's only a grid of energies that are information. So when you open your mind to certain worlds, you actually see them. So this is a bit of a mystery for you, group number 2. I invite you to go out in nature and discover for yourself whether or not you're gonna go fairy spotting. All right, this is the message that I see for you, group number 2. I hope it resonated with you. Keep in mind, YouTube is also for entertainment purposes. For private reading, the link is down below. They'll also have 20% off for a couple of days. Okay, let's move on. For those of you guys who choose pile number 3, what is the message from the fairies, from the fairy world? Obviously, keep in mind this is a general reading. If you want a private reading, there is also 20% off for a couple of days still available on my Etsy shop. And keep in mind, YouTube is also for entertainment purposes. Therefore, take everything with a pinch of salt and only what resonates with you. All right, as a first card, number 3, we have the Strength card. So the fairies are actually telling you right now that you are stronger than ever before, or you are in need to call in them for more strength. But actually, I am channeling for you, group number 3, that you feel stronger. You are already entered a period of positivity, and possibly some of the manifestation that you cherish are going to come true very soon, whether they are manifestation that you want for the world, or whether they are personal, love, relationship, career. You are definitely coming from a very strong vibrational point. Like I said before, I even teach this in my e-course, Co-Creating Your Own Reality. When you, we do a meditation together, when you envision what world you want to be in, and therefore you're sending light to the planet, and also then you see yourself as part of this bigger picture. So you see your own personal manifestations as linked to the manifestation for the world. Not only your manifestation are supported by the divine, they come faster and easier because we are all connected in that sense. But in my e-course, I explain how it is important to do a meditation about it and to actually feel it on an experiential level, not just on in your mind, okay? Because you're neither the mind or neither the body to a certain extent. You are, but it's not all that you are. So right now, your energy and your vibration is really, really strong. You could have maybe a 7,000 Leo, 6,000 Leo. You possibly have some Leo in your chart, or the person that you're going to end up with is Leo. Now, I'm also seeing the 5 of Wands. So why the universe is giving you more strength in terms of vibration and why the fairies are doing that? Because in your workplace or around you, you might have some enemy, or you might have cultivated a little bit of gossip, a little bit of friction, or possibly some arguments here and there. Therefore, you have more energies right now because you are going to see very soon who is worth your time and who is not, who is only bringing you trouble and who is not. And sometimes these things get revealed through time because they're not as clear as the surface. They're deeper because the intention of people can be hidden. Now, I'm not predicting anything bad. I'm just saying I see a little bit of turmoil when it comes, because the 5 of Wands is an energy of competition, which could be also involved in career. Is an energy of arguments. Is an energy of bickering of some sort. And with the Strength card, I really feel that now you're gonna have the possibility to stand on a higher plane and see all this bickering from afar, and therefore taking some conclusion about certain individuals in order for bettering your life. That's what I'm strongly feeling. Your strength that comes down from years and years of experience and rebalancing yourself internally will really give you the possibility to make order into your life and see the truth about many individuals around you, or possibly even situations. So that's what I'm envisioning very strongly for you from the fairies. Now let's see what else as well. We have the 8 of Winter. Why now with the Strength card the fairies are giving you this grounding earthly energy and strength to see the truth? Because you might have been blind for a very, very long time, and possibly you might have been blind. You might be blind in the present moment, but this energy is coming for you. The 8 of Winter talks about you feeling a self of imprisonment, like you are seen from afar, also from possibly a higher pedestal, all this bickering in the situation going on, and you're like, but how do I get out of here? Like, possibly you don't even want to belong in an entire community whatsoever, or an entire situation. You want to just go away, but you don't know how to do it. Even within your family, your family might be irritating you right now. You might be like, I just want to go away. I need my personal and private space. But how do I do it? I don't see a way through. Maybe I don't have the money. I don't have the ways to go out. Remember and believe not only in the magic of life, but in the mystery of life. The fairies are crowning you with strength. You have what it takes, the fairies are saying. If only you believe in yourself, you believe that going away and seeing the bigger picture is possible. Thinking that you are powerless when you are not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. It is time you take that strength and cherish it in your heart and say, I have what it takes to make it through. I have what it takes to see the truth about these people. I have what it takes to step back and find creative solution to move away where I want to go, or possibly manifest what I want. Let's see what else. We have the 6 of Summer, which for me indicates that the fairies are going to make you meet or reconcile with a very important friend or soulmate, which could possibly be also romantic. Fit the message where it needs to fit. And this person coming from your soul family will help you out bringing your dreams, or make you move away from a situation that is irritating you because of people around you. The 6 of Summer talks about inner child, talks about joy, talks about you refining your passion, talks about you moving away from that bickerment and actually having a friend, having a soulmate helping you out with that. So children or childhood possibly involved, or your inner child, or working with children, the return of people or romances from your past. And again, it doesn't have to be negative, it doesn't have to be that literal. It could be a soulmate, a soul family, could be a reconciliation with an important friend, someone you look up to. Fit the message where it needs to fit. Remembering events differently, in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. It's time for conclusion. Like I said, this is the energy of the fairies that I'm envisioning the most for you. Looking at things and people around you and arriving to a really good conclusion to make you understand what is really happening and what's really going on. Who is actually really a soulmate? Who is actually really your friend? Who is a good colleague? Who is a good partner? This is happening, and this is giving you strength. This is giving you strength to take actions for the betterment of yourself. But let's see what else from the fairies. Honestly, I don't want to use cards anymore. I know you liked it, but I don't. I'm joking. Friendship. The friendship card. Knew some friend is going to help you out. Fairies and humans are like new friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. I think honestly, this card commented itself on its own. I predicted for you, the fairies are bringing you a friend that is gonna help you out, a soulmate to achieve your dreams and make you go away from that bickery, that gossip, or whatever crap is going on that you're not able to to go away from right now in the present moment. Wait for a friend. Wait for a friend. And also I am seeing stargazing. Possibly you could be a star seed, or you could be very connected to the star, or you could be an Aquarius. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about a situation. Didn't I say so? You are going to understand what is going on in a situation. You're going to have a clear view. And also this card that reminds me of this friend helping you out with your dreams and desire because you wished upon a star. And every dreams come true when you wish upon a star. All right, this is the message that I see for you, group number 3 from the fairies. I hope the reading resonated with you. Take only what resonates, and keep in mind, I also have 20% off in my Etsy shop for a couple of days still. All right, group number 4. Let's see what is the message from the fairies for you right now. The fairy world, it could be about love, relationship, career, the world in general. Let's find out together. Keep in mind also that I have 20% off on all my readings for a couple of days, and obviously YouTube is for entertainment purpose. Therefore, take only what resonates with you. All right, so let's see what the fairies want you to know. Group number 4, the Queen of Cups. It's almost like the fairies are saying you have come to a place of maturity when it comes down to matter of love or to emotions. You have mastered a particular karmic lesson, and now you're watching and seeing your life for a more adult or / mature standing point. You are not a victim of your emotions anymore, but you are understanding the way of emotion, and you're also going with the flow when it comes down to event. The people that have chosen group number 4 could be already in a soulmate or twin flame relationship, could be already coupled. So if you are asking about love, and even if you're single, don't worry, love is coming, or love is all good. You have to trust your partner. You have to stay within this relationship. All is good. And it's because you have learned the ways of love. You have learned sacrifice. You have learned emotion. And also I am seeing for group number 4, you're highly creative, and there is something in the vortex of your creation, possibly artistically, that you are going to create very soon, and the fairies will help you out with this energy of creation. Let's see what else can I gather. I also have the King of Pentacles. So it seems that this individual that you are with or you're gonna be with is God sent and is somebody extremely practical. It could be brunette or having dark hair, and it's somebody that is gonna bring a lot of abundance in your life, and also is gonna bring a lot of good advice for your career. Or potentially, if this is a twin flame relationship, it could very much be that you're gonna work together, and so trusting this person and sharing these mutual feelings, even though you might be different from each other, is very, very important, because this person has the best intention at hand for you, or will have in case of you guys are single. So this is a strong message that I'm hearing for you from the fairies. Very straightforward, especially coming from this individual. I see a very grounded nature and a person that is giving you a lot of good advice when it comes down to your finances as well. Let's remember that the King of Pentacles is the king of the pentacle, the financial aspect of life. Rather, instead, you're more into nature, you're more into creativity, you're more of an intuition energy, you're more intuitive, you're more of a Pisces or a rising sign in Pisces. This person could be either a rising sun in a fire sign or obviously in an earth sign. So let's see what else can I gather. The Nine of Spring. Protect the fruits of your labors. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. So this is a message that is brought from the fairies. They are actually saying to cherish your relationship, share your commitment right now, and to protect what you have achieved, whether this is a marriage, a soulmate relationship, whether this is a career, to protect the environment, making more conscious choices. This, I feel, it's not a time to go and get things, but it's a time to recognize how far you have accomplished on a personal level, emotional level that we were saying before, and on a career level. You have to cherish what you have, be grateful for what you have, and not not let other people get in the way of what you have accomplished. This is a time for protecting your environment, to retreat and go within, taking a vacation with your loved ones. Really cherish the time of abundance that you guys have, or in case this is a prediction for the future, you will have. Very soon you will be in this position. Obviously, fit the message where it needs to fit. Let's see what else can I gather from the fairies. We also have the Magician, number 1. The individual that you're with or you're going to be with is going to be a life path number 1, or you could be a life path number 1, or number 1 is the energy that you're bringing together. I am sorry, I'm very specific, but I do see a couple at hand right now. I do see, or a future couple. I do see 2 individuals very strong envisioning in my mind, and I am seeing that you are leaders together, and you are bringing, or you will protect, yes, your environment, like I said before, but you also will make very important choices very soon, or you are making them right now, that will shape your future together. You can do anything. So in case you're wondering, fairies, what is my life purpose with this person, or what is my life purpose in general, the fairies want you to know that you don't have a specific purpose. You can do anything. You're multi-talented, which sucks because you have to narrow it down to one, at least for now, and make a choice. But know that you can do anything. And also, this other person that will come, or either is already in your life, is super talented, and harmony within this relationship or with future relationship is what is going to make you stronger and more financially abundant as well. This is a very, very specific message that I'm picking up for you guys. Take charge of your life, take responsibility. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Now that you have learned your karmic lesson, group number 4, now that you are in charge of your own emotion and your own possibly career, you can manifest anything. So be careful of what you wish and desire, also of your fear, because it might come true. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to become obsessive about what you think, but just try to cherish harmony and protect the fruit of your labor rather than feed into fear, because what you're actually saying and pursuing right now, it's gonna come true. So you have a huge responsibility for your life. You are really in the zone because you have shed and you have learned so many karmic lessons before. So let's see what else can I gather for you from the fairies. Come together right now over me. Beatles song, Come Together. It was one of my favorite and one of the first ones that I ever sung with yesterday. Come together. You're coming together in union with this person. And union right now is your strength. Your major strength. That's what I wanted to say and I was trying to channel. So even if you're single, this could work for you. So come together. Fairies like to be busy. On a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. This could also be a soul family or working as a team in general for your career. So don't isolate yourself, but rather, now that you have mastered your emotion, cherish this very strong individuals that you have in your life. You're coming together, and with this union, you are really leading your life towards success. That's what I'm strongly envisioning for you, group number 4. And also, in fact, we have the Flourish card. You are blossoming. This is a time of victory for you, group number 4. This is a time to protect the things that you have done so far, because those are the things that will bring you into victory. And this is what the fairies are trying to conceive. The lotus flower, you are blossoming back, almost like in the judgment card, from the mud. You have mastered so much, possibly also from past lives. You could be an old soul. You have mastered so much that now it is truly the time to come into union, come together, but come together also with your purpose, with your victory, like I said before, and allow people to help you on this. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Okay, this for you, this card indicates that I really feel either you do works of service, you could be a psychic too with the Queen of Cups, or you are a life coach, or you're doing something that matter also to a large crowd of people or to other people. But I'm seeing you could be speaking at large to other people, but you are coming together with many aspects of your life and also with many people in your life. And through this harmonious relationship, you are finding your leadership and you're finding your victory. So protect your loved ones and protect what you achieved, because you're heading for big times and big dreams right now. This is what I see for you, group number 4. I hope the reading resonated with you and you like the energy of the fairies. If you want a private reading, keep in mind there is 20% off on all my readings for a couple of days still. So take advantage of that. All right, thank you so much for being here with me today, and keep in mind you're never wrong if you follow love. Bliss, everyone.